Episode 1, The Hidden Door. Okay, picture this. I'm Taylor Swift, yeah, that Taylor, but right now I'm just a girl in a beat-up rental car, rattling down a muddy English lane that looks like it hasn't seen a soul since the invention of the wheel. The moors stretch out around me, all gray and grumpy, like the sky's holding a grudge. I'm here for one reason, to disappear. Not in a creepy, true crime podcast way, but to shake off the world's noise. The cameras, the headlines, the endless hum of people wanting a piece of me. Witherby Manor's supposed to be my hideout, a crumbling old pile of stones where I can write, think, maybe remember who I am when nobody's watching. But the second I see it, looming through the fog like a drunk giant, I get this prickle on my neck. You know that feeling when you're being stared at, but nobody's there? Yeah. That. The Manor's gates creak like they're auditioning for a horror flick. I park, grab my suitcase, and trudge up to the door, which is this massive oak thing carved with creepy flowers that look way too alive. Before I can knock, it swings open, and there's Clara Witherby, one half of the twin sisters who own this place. She's all sharp cheekbones and sharper eyes, dressed like she's expecting Queen Victoria for tea. "Miss Swift," she says, her voice like dry leaves. "You're late." "Sorry, Clara," I say, flashing my best I'm just a normal person smile. "Got lost in the fog. This place is kinda intense." She doesn't smile back. Witherby Manor is not for the faint of heart. Follow me. Inside, it's all shadows and dust. The air smells like old books and something sour I can't place. The foyer's got this huge chandelier, half its crystals missing, swaying like it's got a mind of its own. Clara leads me up a staircase that groans under every step. My room's at the end of a hallway lined with portraits, all these stern old dudes glaring like I owe them money. The bed's a four-poster monstrosity, and the windows rattle like they're begging to escape. "Rest," Clara says. "Dinner's at 7. Don't wander." She shuts the door, and I'm alone, wondering if I've checked into a haunted Airbnb. But me? I'm not great at following rules. By 5, I'm itchy, that kind of restless where your skin feels too tight. I grab my phone, no signal, naturally, and decide to explore. The Manor's a maze, all creaky floors and locked doors. I find a library stuffed with moldy books, a dining room with a table long enough for a medieval orgy, and a creepy-ass parlor where the wallpaper peels like it's trying to tell me something. Then I hit a dead-end hallway, narrow and cold, with a weird panel in the wall. It's carved with vines, same as the front door, but there's this one spot, a knot in the wood, that feels off. I press it, because who wouldn't, and click. The panel slides open. Behind it's a staircase, spiraling down into dark so thick it's like the air's holding its breath. I should turn back. I know that. But my feet are already moving, and my heart's doing this stupid, excited thud. The steps are stone, worn smooth, and they smell like damp earth and something sharp, like metal. At the bottom, there's a door, half-rotted, with a faint hum coming through it. Not a machine hum, but music. Like someone's plucking a string, soft and sad. I push the door open, and holy crap. It's a room, small and round, lit by a single skylight that's cracked, letting in this watery gray glow. The walls are lined with instruments, violins, flutes, a harpsichord that looks like it's seen better centuries. Dust hangs in the air, glittering like tiny ghosts. In the center, on a pedestal, there's a violin. Not fancy, just old, its wood dark and scratched, strings glinting like they're daring me to touch them. I'm not an idiot. I've seen enough movies to know you don't mess with creepy old stuff in creepy old houses. But music's my thing, you know? It's how I breathe. I step closer, and the air gets heavy, like I'm wading through soup. My fingers brush the violin, and it's warm, like it's been played minutes ago. I lift it, tuck it under my chin, and grab the bow. The strings hum before I even touch them, a low, hungry sound. I play a note. Just one. It's sharp, clean, and it moves, rippling through the room like water. I play another, then a melody, something I've never heard but feels like it's always been inside me. The air shifts, thickens. The skylight dims, and the instruments around me start to hum, not loud, but enough to make my teeth buzz. I'm caught in it, the music pulling me like a current, and for a second, I'm not Taylor anymore. I'm something else, something older, sadder. Then I see her. A woman, or not. She's there and not there, flickering like a bad signal. Long dress, dark hair, eyes that burn right through me. She's in the corner, hands clasped, lips moving like she's singing, but no sound comes out. My bow freezes, and the melody snaps like a broken string. She steps closer, and I swear the room shrinks. Taylor, she whispers, her voice like wind through a cracked window. You've started it. My heart's in my throat. I stumble back, the violin clattering to the floor. The hum stops, dead silent, but the air's still wrong, heavy with something watching. I spin around, expecting her to be right behind me, but she's gone. The room's just a room again, dusty and still. Except, the violin's back on its pedestal, strings gleaming like they're laughing. I bolt. Up the stairs, through the panel, slamming it shut. My pulse is a drum solo, and I'm halfway down the hallway before I realize I'm not alone. Footsteps echo behind me, slow, deliberate. I turn, but the hall's empty, just those damn portraits staring. I make it to my room, lock the door, and lean against it, catching my breath. My phone's still useless, but I don't need it to know I've screwed up. That melody's still in my head, looping, tugging like it wants me to go back. Then the lights flicker. Not just my room, the whole manor. On, off, like a heartbeat. Somewhere downstairs, glass shatters, sharp and final. I freeze, listening, because there's something else. A hum, faint but growing, like strings waking up. It's coming from the walls, the floor, from everywhere. And it knows my name. Episode 2, The Composer's Shadow. Alright, so I'm Taylor Swift, locked in my room at Witherby Manor, trying not to lose it after whatever the hell just happened downstairs. That violin, that woman, that voice whispering my name like we're old friends? It's got me rattled, and I don't rattle easy. The lights are steady now, but the air feels wrong, like the manor's holding its breath, waiting for my next move. My phone's still a useless brick, no signal, no way to Google how to survive a haunted music room. I'm pacing, sneakers scuffing the creaky floor, and that melody's stuck in my head, looping like a song I can't shake. It's not just catchy. It's heavy, like it's carrying something. Grief, maybe. Or a warning. I need answers, because sitting here freaking out isn't my style. I grab my notebook, the one I use for lyrics when inspiration hits, and start scribbling what I saw. Hidden room. Old violin. Creepy lady who knows me. It sounds like a fever dream, but my hands are still shaking from holding that bow. I keep expecting the hum to start again, those strings waking up in the walls. Nothing yet, but the silence is worse, like the calm before a storm you know is coming. Dinner's soon, and I'm not about to let Clara or her twin, Emma, see me spooked. I splash water on my face, pull on a sweater, and head downstairs. The dining room's lit by candles, because of course it is, and the table's set for 3, me, Clara, and Emma. They're already there, sitting like statues, their gray hair pinned up identically. It's uncanny, like they're one person split in two. The food's some kind of stew, steaming in a bowl that looks older than my career, but my stomach's too knotted to eat. Miss Swift, Emma says, her voice a shade softer than Clara's but just as cold. You look pale. Is the manner to your liking? It's charming, I say, poking at the stew. Lots of character. Like, secret passage character. I'm fishing, testing them, but their faces don't twitch. Clara's fork pauses. Secret passages are for novels, dear. Witherby Manor is merely old. I smile, all sweet and innocent. Sure. Just feels like it's got stories to tell, you know? They exchange a look, quick but loaded, and I know I'm onto something. We eat in silence after that, the candles flickering like they're gossiping. I'm halfway through my glass of water when I hear it, a hum, faint, like a string plucked far away. My spoon freezes. The sisters don't react, but their eyes are on me, sharp as needles. Back in my room, I'm done playing nice. The manor's hiding something, and I'm not waiting for it to jump scare me again. I grab a flashlight from my bag, thank you, paranoid packing, and start searching. The portraits in the hallway are no help, just more grumpy old guys, but one painting catches my eye. It's a woman, young, with dark hair and a sad smile, standing by a piano. No name, no date, but her eyes feel familiar, like she's sizing me up. I shake it off and keep moving, checking walls, floors, anything that might hide another door. That's when I meet Jake Moran. He's coming up the stairs as I'm tapping a baseboard, and I nearly drop my flashlight. He's maybe 30, all flannel and stubble, with a grin that says he's trouble in a good way. Or a bad way. Hard to tell. Miss Swift, he says, tipping an imaginary hat. Shouldn't you be writing songs, not playing detective? Call me Taylor, I say, standing up, dusting my jeans. And I'm just exploring. You're the groundskeeper, right? Jake? That's me. But word of advice? Don't poke around too much. Old places like this, they don't like being disturbed. His tone's light, but his eyes aren't. He's warning me, and I don't know why. Noted, I say, smiling like I mean it. But I'm curious. Any ghost stories about Witherby Manor? You know, for inspiration. He laughs, but it's tight. Plenty. Most involve people who didn't listen. Night, Taylor. He heads down the hall, leaving me with more questions than I started with. Screw it. I'm not stopping now. I find the library again, figuring if there's answers, they're buried in those moldy books. The place smells like leather and regret, shelves packed with titles I can barely read in the dim light. I'm scanning spines when my flashlight catches something, a slim volume tucked behind a row, like it's hiding. It's a journal, leather-bound, pages yellowed and brittle. The first page has a name in looping script, Eleanor Grayson. My pulse kicks up. I flip through, careful not to tear it, and it's all music talk, notes, chords, melodies she's chasing. But there's this one entry, dated 1873, that stops me cold. The finale is alive. It breathes, it hungers. I cannot stop playing, though it burns me. The strings choose their master, and I fear I am not hers. She waits, always watching, always singing. Taylor, beware the silent strings. My name. Right there, in ink older than my great-grandparents. I slam the journal shut, heart hammering. This isn't possible. I'm imagining it, or it's a prank, or... I don't know. I open it again, slower, and the words are still there, glaring up at me. Eleanor Grayson knew me, or something pretending to be her does. I stuff the journal in my sweater and head back to that hidden door, because answers don't come to you. You chase them. The music room's exactly like I left it, violin on its pedestal, instruments glinting in the dark. I don't touch anything, not yet. I sit on the floor, journal open, reading by flashlight. Eleanor writes about a composition she can't finish, something forbidden, tied to the manor's heart. Every page feels like a warning, but I'm too stubborn to listen. I hum the melody from before, soft, testing it. The air shifts, like it's leaning in to hear. I hum louder, and the violin answers, a low, aching note that makes my bones hum too. I'm on my feet, bow in hand, before I can stop myself. The melody pours out, stronger this time, and the room comes alive. Shadows twist, the skylight pulses like a heartbeat, and I see her again, Eleanor, or whatever she is. She's clearer now, standing by the harpsichord, her dress fraying at the edges. She's singing, wordless, her voice weaving into the strings. I'm playing faster, caught in it, and the vision hits like a wave. I'm her. Eleanor. I'm in this room, but it's brighter, alive with candlelight. My hands are hers, calloused, scribbling notes on paper that smells of ink and wax. There's a man, shadowy, his voice low and urgent, begging me to stop. It's too much, he says. You'll wake it. But I don't listen. I play, and the room screams, glass shattering, strings snapping. Blood's on my hands, and I don't know whose. I drop the bow, gasping, back in my own skin. The vision's gone, but the violin's still humming, smug as hell. Eleanor's not here, but her sadness is heavy in the air. I back toward the door, journal clutched tight, and that's when I hear it, footsteps, not mine, coming down the stairs. Slow. Heavy. Not Jake, not the sisters. I kill the flashlight, harden my throat, and press against the wall. The door creaks open, and I hold my breath, waiting for whatever's coming to find me. Thank you for listening to this incredible story. Our team would really appreciate it if you give us a like and comment. Your opinion is very important to us. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. See you soon. Episode 3, Strings of Doubt. So, I'm Taylor Swift, crouched in the dark of this cursed music room, heart slamming like it's trying to break free. The footsteps are closer now, heavy and deliberate, scraping down the spiral stairs. I'm clutching Eleanor Grayson's journal, the one that somehow knows my name, and the violin still humming behind me, low and smug, like it's in on the joke. The door's half open, a sliver of shadow moving across the floor, and I'm thinking this is it, I'm about to star in my own ghost story. Then the steps stop. Silence, thick and mean, presses in. I don't breathe, don't move, just wait for whatever's out there to make its move. Taylor? It's Jake Moran's voice, rough but human, cutting through the dark. You down here? Relief hits, but it's shaky, like I don't quite trust it. I flick on my flashlight, keeping the beam low. Jake? What the hell are you doing sneaking around? He pushes the door open, his silhouette filling the frame. He's got a lantern, casting jittery light across the room. His flannel's rumpled, hair a mess, like he rolled out of bed to play hero. Or something else. Could ask you the same, he says, stepping in. Told you not to poke around. This place ain't safe at night. Yeah, well, I'm not big on bedtime stories. I stand, brushing dust off my jeans, journal tucked under my arm. Why were you here? Saw your door open upstairs. Figured you'd found trouble. His eyes flicked to the violin, then back to me. Looks like I was right. I don't like how he's looking at me, like he knows more than he's saying. But I'm not spilling about Eleanor or the creepy lady I saw. Not yet. Just exploring, I say, shrugging. Found some old instruments. No big deal. He snorts, not buying it. That violin's no toy. You play it? My stomach twists. Maybe. Why? He steps closer, voice dropping. Don't. Not that one. Things happen when it sings. He's not joking, and for a second, I see something in his face, fear, maybe, or guilt. Things like what? I press, but he's already turning away, lantern swinging. Get back to bed, Taylor. Before the sisters catch you. He heads for the stairs, leaving me with more questions than air. I follow, because staying here feels worse, but that hum's still in my bones, like the manor's watching. Morning comes slow, fog choking the windows like it's trying to get in. I barely slept, Eleanor's journal under my pillow like a bad dream I can't shake. Her words keep looping in my head, the strings choose their master. I need answers, someone who knows this place's secrets without the cryptic bullshit. Clara and Emma are out, those two give me the creeps, so I track down the only other person who might talk, Lily Hart, the local historian the sisters mentioned at dinner. She's my best shot at figuring out who Eleanor was and why her journals got my name in it. I find Lily in the village, a 10-minute drive through mud and misery. She's in a cramped bookshop that smells like coffee and old paper, her desk buried under maps and notebooks. She's maybe 40, with messy curls and glasses that keep sliding down her nose. She lights up when she sees me, like I'm Christmas morning. "Taylor Swift," she says, standing so fast her chair squeaks. "I heard you were at Witherby Manor." "I'm Lily Hart, historian, folklore nerd, huge fan." "Nice to meet you, Lily," I say, shaking her hand. She's warm, chatty, the opposite of the manor's gloom. "I'm hoping you can help me with some history." "About the manor?" Her eyes spark. "Oh, that place is a gold mine." "What are we digging for? Smugglers? Murders? Ghosts?" I laugh, but it's tight. "Something like that." "Ever hear of Eleanor Grayson?" Lily's smile falters, just for a second. Eleanor Grayson. Composer, vanished in 1873. Why? Found her name, I say, keeping it vague. Seemed interesting. What's her deal? Lily leans back, tapping a pen. She was a genius, way ahead of her time. Wrote music that made people cry, faint, even fight. Rumor was, her last piece was unnatural. Like it called things spirits, maybe. She played it at Witherby Manor, then poof. Gone. No body, no trace. My skin prickles. Called things? Like what? She shrugs, but it's not casual. Old stories say her music opened doors. Not the kind you walk through. The manor's got a reputation, people hear strings at night, see shadows. Eleanor's tied to it. I'm about to ask more when the shop door bangs open. It's Clara and Emma, moving like they own the place, their twin stares pinning me to the floor. "Miss Swift," Clara says, voice like ice. "You were told to stay at the manor." "Didn't know I was grounded," I say, forcing a grin. "Just chatting with Lily." Emma's lips thin. "Witherby Manor is no place for idle curiosity. Return with us. Now." Lily's watching, quiet, like she's memorizing every word. I don't want to go, but the sisters' vibe screams don't test us. "Catch you later, Lily," I say, grabbing my bag. She nods, slipping me a card with her number scrawled on it. "Call if you need me," it says. I tuck it away, feeling the sisters' eyes burn into my back as we leave. Back at the manor, I'm antsy, Eleanor's journal practically glowing in my bag. I wait till the sisters are busy, then sneak to the library. I need more than rumors, I need proof. The journal's got sketches, music notes, and one page with a code, numbers tucked into a melody. I hum it, soft, and it's the same tune from the violin, sharp and sad. The code points to a place, the attic, where the heart sleeps. Great. Nothing screams bad idea like a haunted attic. I find the attic door at the end of a dusty hall, locked tight with a rusty padlock. I'm no locksmith, but I've got a hairpin and too much stubbornness. It takes forever, my hands sweating, but the lock clicks open. The stairs creak worse than the rest of this place, and the air's thick, like it's been trapped for centuries. At the top, it's a mess: trunks, broken furniture, cobwebs that probably have their own zip code. My flashlight catches a painting, half covered by a sheet. I pull it off, and my breath stops. It's Eleanor. Or me. The face, the eyes, the way her hand rests on a violin, it's like looking in a mirror. The frame's got no name, just a date, 1873. My head's spinning, because this can't be real, but it's right there, staring back. I step closer, and the floor groans, loud and wrong. Something shifts behind me, a rustle, like fabric dragging. I spin, flashlight sweeping, but it's just shadows. Then the door slams shut, hard enough to shake the walls. And from downstairs, a scream rips through the manor, high and raw, like someone's tearing apart. Episode 4, The Journalist's Game. Alright, I'm Taylor Swift, stuck in the attic of Witherby Manor, staring at a painting that's basically me but not me, with Eleanor Grayson's face smirking from 1873. The door just slammed shut like it's pissed, and that scream from downstairs is still ringing in my ears, sharp and jagged, like someone's world just broke. My flashlight's shaking in my hand, not because I'm cold, but because this place is messing with my head. The air's thick, tasting like dust and something sour, and I swear the shadows are moving, curling around the edges of that creepy portrait like they're guarding it. I need to move, to find out what's happening, but my feet feel glued, and Eleanor's eyes are boring into me, daring me to blink. I force myself to turn, grabbing the doorknob. It's stuck, because of course it is. I rattle it, hard, and something clicks, like the manor's deciding to let me go. The door swings open, and I'm halfway down the stairs when I hear it again, not a scream this time, but a sob, low and broken, coming from the main hall. My heart's doing double time, but I keep moving, flashlight cutting through the dark. The manor's alive tonight, creaking and groaning like it's got something to say. I hit the foyer, and there's Clara Witherby, crumpled by the chandelier, her twin Emma kneeling beside her. Clara's clutching her arm, blood seeping through her sleeve, and there's glass everywhere, glittering like cruel stars. The chandelier's fine, so what broke? Emma looks up, her face all sharp angles in the candlelight. Miss Swift, she says, voice steady despite the mess. You should be in your room. What happened? I ask, stepping closer, ignoring the way Emma's eyes narrow. Is Clara okay? A mirror fell, Emma says, helping Clara stand. An accident. Go back upstairs. But I'm not buying it. Mirrors don't just fall, and that scream wasn't about a cut. I open my mouth to argue, but Clara's staring at me, not in pain, but like she's scared of me. You played it, she whispers, barely audible. You woke her. I freeze. She means the violin, Eleanor's melody. But how does she know? Before I can ask, Emma's hustling her away, muttering about bandages, leaving me alone with the glass and a bad feeling that's growing roots. Morning's no better. The fog's thicker, like the manor's trying to hide. I'm in the library, Eleanor's journal open, trying to crack that coded melody, but my head's a mess. Clara's words keep looping, you woke her. I need someone to talk to, someone who's not a creepy twin or a cryptic groundskeeper. That's when I remember Lily Hart's card, but with no signal, I'm stuck. Then I hear boots on the gravel outside, and there's a new face at Witherby Manor, Marcus Webb, the journalist, who rolls up in a beat-up sedan like he's chasing a Pulitzer. He's all slick charm, maybe 35, with a leather jacket and a grin that's too polished. Taylor Swift, he says, leaning against the library doorframe. Marcus Webb, freelance. Heard you're hiding out here. Care to comment? Not hiding, I say, closing the journal fast. Just working. How'd you find me? Sources, he says, winking. Big star like you in a place like this? That's a story. Mind if I look around? I don't trust him, but I don't want him sniffing too close to Eleanor's stuff either. Knock yourself out, I say, playing it cool. But it's just an old house. He doesn't buy it, I can tell, but he nods and wanders off. I'm about to dive back into the journal when I hear a crash from the direction of the hidden music room. My stomach drops. I bolt down the hall, praying it's not what I think. It is. Marcus is in the music room, sprawled on the floor, the violin tipped over but somehow unbroken. He's pale, eyes wide, like he saw death itself. I kneel beside him, shaking his shoulder. Marcus. What happened? He blinks, slow, then grabs my arm, hard. It played, he croaks. The strings. They moved. I glance at the violin, upright again, strings glinting like they're laughing. You touched it? I ask, voice sharp. Didn't have to, he says, sitting up, still shaky. I walked in, and it sang. Like it knew me. He's not lying, I see it in his face, the same fear I felt. But he's a journalist, and fear smells like a scoop to guys like him. I help him up, my mind racing. You need to leave, I say. This isn't your story. He smirks, weak but stubborn. Oh, Taylor. It's everybody's story now. He stumbles out, but I catch him glancing back, like the room's pulling him too. I'm alone again, the violin watching me. I don't touch it, but I hum Eleanor's melody, just to test it. The air shifts, heavy, and I see her, Eleanor, flickering by the harpsichord, her hands moving like she's playing air. She's mouthing something, but it's not my name this time. It's stop. My voice catches, and the vision snaps off, leaving me gasping. I need Jake. He warned me about the violin, so he knows something. I find him outside, chopping wood like it's personal. Jake, I call, jogging over. We need to talk. About the music room. He swings the axe, hard, and doesn't look up. Told you to stay away, Taylor. You didn't listen. It's not that simple, I snap. Eleanor Grayson. The violin. It's alive. And Marcus just got spooked in there. What's going on? He pauses, axe mid-air, then sets it down. Old tale, he says, voice low. Eleanor wrote a finale she shouldn't have. Music that wasn't hers to make. It took her, and it's been waiting ever since. Waiting for what? I ask, but he's already turning away. For someone dumb enough to play it, he says over his shoulder. Leave it alone, Taylor. Or it'll take you too. I'm not letting him off that easy, but before I can push, I hear tires crunching, Marcus, peeling out like he's seen enough. I head back inside, journal burning a hole in my bag. The coded melody's still nagging me, so I sit in my room, sketching the notes, trying to crack it. It's math, almost, numbers woven into chords. I'm close, I feel it, when there's a knock. It's Emma, holding a tray of tea, her smile all wrong. Thought you might be thirsty, she says, setting it down. You've been busy. Just writing, I lie, but she's eyeing the journal like she knows. She leaves without another word, and I'm about to lock the door when I see it, a note, slipped under the tray. Scrawled in shaky ink, you're not alone. My blood goes cold. It's Marcus's handwriting, I'd bet my guitar on it. I check the hall, but it's empty, just the portraits staring like they're in on it. The note's crumpled, like he wrote it in a hurry, and there's a smudge that looks like blood. I'm gripping it too tight, because if Marcus is right, whatever's in this manor isn't just Eleanor. It's something worse, and it's watching me. Episode 5, Echoes of Betrayal. Okay, I'm Taylor Swift, sitting on the edge of my bed in Witherby Manor, staring at this crumpled note from Marcus Webb that says you're not alone in handwriting that's practically screaming panic. My room's dark except for a candle, because the manor's lights keep flickering like they're allergic to staying on. The note's got a smudge that's definitely blood, and my brain's spinning, trying to figure out if Marcus is warning me, messing with me, or just lost his damn mind. Eleanor Grayson's journal is open on my lap, her coded melody half solved, but it's not helping. That violin downstairs is still humming in my head, soft and mean, like it's laughing at me. And after Clara's freakout last night, whispering I woke her, I'm starting to think this place isn't just haunted. It's hunting. I shove the note in my pocket and grab my flashlight, because sitting here's making me twitchy. The manor's quiet, too quiet, like it's waiting for me to screw up again. I need to talk to Lily Hart, she knows about Eleanor, and unlike Jake, she doesn't dodge questions with creepy one-liners. But it's late, and the village is a muddy trek, so I settle for the library. Maybe there's another journal, something to explain why Eleanor's music feels like it's clawing into my soul. The hallway's a gauntlet of creaks and shadows, those damn portraits watching like they're taking bets on how long I'll last. I'm halfway to the library when I hear it, a note, sharp and clean, like a string plucked downstairs. My heart stutters. It's the violin, I know it, calling me back to that hidden room. I should ignore it, but my feet are already moving, like the melody's got me on a leash. The music room's darker than before, the skylight choked with fog. The violin's on its pedestal, strings glinting like they're daring me to touch them. I don't. Instead, I pull out Eleanor's journal and hum the coded melody, soft, just to see what happens. The air shifts, heavy, like someone's breathing behind me. I spin, flashlight sweeping, but it's just me and the instruments, all dusty and silent. Except they're not. The harpsichord's keys dip, slow, like invisible fingers are testing them. My skin crawls, but I keep humming, because I'm stubborn and maybe a little crazy. That's when the dream hits. Not a dream, exactly, more like I'm falling into someone else's life. I'm Eleanor, standing in this room, but it's 1873, candles flickering, air thick with wax and ink. My hands, her hands, are shaking as I write, notes sprawling across paper like they're fighting to get out. There's a man, tall, with eyes like storms, his voice low and desperate. Eleanor, stop, he says. It's not yours to finish. I laugh, bitter, because he doesn't get it. The music's alive, it's me, and I can't let it go. He grabs my wrist, too tight, and I see it, betrayal, sharp as a blade. The violin's screaming now, strings snapping, and the room spins, blood on the floor, his or mine, I can't tell. I'm back, gasping, my flashlight rolling across the floor. The journal's open to a new page, one I didn't see before, with a single line, he broke the strings, but not the song. My hands are trembling, because that man, whoever he was, hurt her. Eleanor trusted him, and he turned on her. I'm gripping the pedestal, trying to breathe, when the violin hums, loud, and a mirror on the wall cracks, splintering my reflection into 100 jagged tailors. I bolt, journal in hand, because screw this place and its mind games. I'm halfway up the stairs when I run into Lily Hart, of all people, standing in the hallway like she's been waiting. Her glasses are fogged, her coat damp from the moors. Taylor, she says, grabbing my arm. Thank God. I came as soon as I could. You okay? What are you doing here? I ask, voice sharp. It's midnight. Saw your car in the village, heard the sisters talking, she says, breathless. They're worried, Taylor. Said you're digging into things you shouldn't. I pull back, not liking her grip. Like Eleanor Grayson? You told me she vanished. But there's more, isn't there? Lily hesitates, then nods. Her lover, Thomas Witherby. He was the manor's heir. Story goes, he wanted her music for himself, but she wouldn't give it up. Night she disappeared, they fought. Bad. My stomach twists, remembering the dream, his voice, her laugh. Fought how? Nobody knows, Lily says, glancing at the stairs. But her last score, the finale? It's still here, somewhere. Thomas hid it after she went missing. I'm about to ask more when the lights flicker, and the hum starts again, louder, like the violin's pissed I left. Lily hears it too, her eyes wide. That's her, she whispers. Eleanor. I don't wait to argue. I drag Lily to the library, because if that score's real, I need it. We're tearing through shelves, pulling out books, when I find a hidden drawer in a desk, locked but flimsy. I pry it open with a letter opener, and there's sheet music, old and yellowed, covered in Eleanor's handwriting. It's not the finale, only fragments, notes that match the coded melody. My fingers trace the chords, and the hum spikes, rattling the windows. Taylor, don't, Lily says, but I'm already humming, and the room shifts. Eleanor's there, flickering, her hands guiding mine. The music's alive, pulling me in, but it's incomplete, like a story cut off mid-sentence. I stop, and she vanishes, leaving me dizzy. We need the rest, I say, clutching the pages. The finale. Lily nods, but her eyes are off, like she's hiding something. It's dangerous, Taylor. Thomas didn't just hide it. He cursed it. I'm about to snap back when I see them, Clara and Emma, standing in the doorway, their faces blank as stone. Miss Swift, Clara says, voice like a knife. You were warned. Emma steps forward, her shadow stretching too long. The manor keeps its secrets. You should not have played her song. I grip the music, heart racing. I'm not stopping, I say, because I'm done with their riddles. Eleanor deserves better. They don't answer, just stare, and the hum grows, vibrating in my chest. Lily's backing away, muttering about leaving, but I'm rooted, because something's moving behind the sisters, a shadow, tall and wrong, with eyes like the man in my dream. Then the library door slams shut, locking us in, and the candle goes out, leaving nothing but the hum and the dark. Episode 6, The Sister's Secret. So, I'm Taylor Swift, trapped in the library of Witherby Manor with Lily Hart, the air thick with dust and dread. The door just slammed shut, the candle's out, and that damn violin's hum is buzzing through the walls like it's trying to crawl inside me. Clara and Emma Witherby are standing there, their twin silhouettes barely visible in the dark, staring like they're judging my soul. I'm clutching Eleanor Grayson's partial score, the one we found in the desk, and my flashlight's shaking because I swear I saw something behind them, a shadow, tall and wrong, with eyes that burned like the man in my dream. Lily's breathing hard next to me, muttering something about getting out, but I'm frozen, because this manor's done playing nice. Lily, I whisper, keeping my voice low. Stay close. She grabs my arm, her nails digging in. Taylor, we need to go. Now. But the sisters aren't moving, and the hum's getting louder, rattling the shelves like a pulse. I flick my flashlight on, aiming it at Clara and Emma. Their faces are pale, eyes glinting like they're not entirely here. What's going on? I demand, stepping forward. You know about Eleanor. About the music. Talk. Clara's lips twitch, not quite a smile. You've gone too far, Miss Swift. Some songs are meant to stay silent. Emma tilts her head, creepy as hell. You've stirred her. She's awake. Stirred who? I snap, but I already know. Eleanor. Or whatever's left of her. The shadow's gone, but the air's heavy, like it's waiting for something to pounce. The score in my hand feels hot, like it's alive, and I'm starting to think Lily's right, we're in over our heads. Before I can move, the door groans open, slow, like the manor's teasing us. The sisters don't budge, just keep staring. I grab Lily and bolt, dragging her into the hall. The hum follows, weaving through the walls, and I'm running blind, flashlight bouncing, until we hit the foyer. The chandelier's swaying, no wind, no reason, just creaking like it's laughing. Taylor, what the hell was that? Lily gasps, leaning against a wall. They're not normal. No shit, I say, catching my breath. But they know something. And I'm not leaving till I figure it out. She looks at me like I'm nuts. You saw that shadow, right? This isn't just history. It's something else. I nod, because yeah, I felt it too, that thing wasn't human. But Eleanor's score is burning a hole in my pocket, and her journal's back in my room, whispering answers I'm close to cracking. I'm about to tell Lily to head home when thunder cracks outside, loud enough to shake the floor. Rain starts pounding, turning the moors into a swamp. No one's going anywhere tonight. Stay, I say, not thrilled about it. We'll figure this out together. Lily hesitates, then nods, and we head to my room, locking the door like that'll keep the manor out. I pull out the journal and the score, spreading them on the bed. The coded melody's clearer now, numbers matching chords, but it's still incomplete without the finale. I hum it, soft, and the air shifts again, like Eleanor's listening. Don't, Lily says, grabbing my wrist. Every time you do that, it gets worse. I pull away, annoyed. I'm not stopping. Eleanor's stuck here, and I think she wants me to finish it. Or she wants you dead, Lily mutters, but she's flipping through the journal, her historian brain kicking in. We're piecing it together. Eleanor's lover, Thomas Witherby, betrayed her, hid her finale, maybe killed her. But why? And why's my name in her writing? That's when I notice something under the bed, a locket, old and tarnished, half buried in dust. I grab it, heart racing, because it wasn't there yesterday. It's heavy, engraved with initials, e.g. Eleanor Grayson. I pry it open, and inside's a tiny portrait, faded but clear. It's her, same face as the attic painting, same face that keeps haunting me. And next to it, a lock of hair, dark and coiled, tied with a ribbon that smells like old roses. Lily, look at this, I say, holding it up. But she's staring past me, face pale as hell. Taylor, she whispers. The mirror. I turn, and my stomach drops. The mirror on the wall's fogging up, like breath's hitting it, and there's a shape in the glass, not my reflection, not Lily's. It's Eleanor, her hands pressed against the other side, mouth moving like she's trapped. I stumble back, the locket slipping from my fingers, and the hum spikes, loud enough to make my teeth ache. Then it's gone, mirror's clear, Eleanor's vanished, and the room's just a room. Lily's shaking, and I'm not much better, but I pick up the locket, because it's proof I'm not losing it. We need to confront them, I say, voice steadier than I feel. Clara and Emma. They're hiding her story. Lily's not on board, but I'm done waiting. It's barely dawn, rain still hammering, when I march downstairs. The sisters are in the parlor, sipping tea like nothing's wrong, their twin stares locking onto me as I barge in. All right, I say, slamming the locket on the table. No more games. This is Eleanor's. You know what happened to her. Spill. Clara's cup pauses mid-air. Emma's eyes flick to the locket, then back to me. For a second, I think they'll dodge again, but Clara sighs, long and heavy, like she's been carrying it forever. You're stubborn, Miss Swift, she says. Very well. Eleanor Grayson was a tragedy. Our family silenced her, yes. For her own good. Silenced how? I snap, leaning in. She's still here, isn't she? I've seen her. Emma's voice is softer, almost sad. She wrote what she shouldn't. Music that broke the world. We locked her away, to protect this place. But you've opened the door. My blood runs cold. Locked her away? You mean she's trapped? Clara nods, just once. Her song binds her. And now, it binds you. I'm about to demand more when the manor shakes, not thunder, but something deeper, like the ground's angry. The hum's back, louder, and the locket on the table flips open by itself, Eleanor's portrait staring up. Lily gasps, backing toward the door, but I'm rooted, because the sisters aren't shocked. They're resigned, like they knew this was coming. Then Clara whispers, so quiet I barely hear, she's here. The lights die, plunging us into black, and the hum turns into a scream, not human, not music, but something that rips through the air like a blade. I grab the locket, my flashlight useless, and feel the manor shift, like it's closing in. Somewhere in the dark, Eleanor's laughing. Episode 7, The Groundskeeper's Lie. All right, I'm Taylor Swift, standing in the pitch-black parlor of Witherby Manor, my heart pounding like it's trying to escape. Eleanor Grayson's locket is burning a hole in my hand, and that scream, not a scream, really, but a sound like the world's tearing apart, is still echoing in my skull. The lights are dead, Clara and Emma Witherby are somewhere in the dark with me and Lily Hart, and Eleanor's laughter, sharp and cold, is fading into the walls. The manor feels alive, squeezing us like it's done playing games. Lily's breathing hard beside me, her hand brushing mine, and I can feel the sisters' eyes even if I can't see them. I fumble for my flashlight, but when I click it, the beam's weak, barely cutting through the gloom. Clara? Emma? I call, voice shakier than I'd like. What the hell was that? No answer, just the hum kicking up again, low and mean, like the violins waking downstairs. Lily grabs my arm. Taylor, we need to move, she whispers. This place isn't safe. No kidding, I mutter, but I'm not running yet. The sisters said Eleanor's trapped, her song binding her, and me. I need more than their creepy half-truths. I swing the flashlight, catching Clara's face for a split second, pale, eyes wide, like she's seeing something I can't. Then the beam dies, and we're back in the dark. Miss Swift, Emma says, voice calm as a grave. Leave the locket. Leave her. Or you'll regret it. Too late for that, I snap, gripping the locket tighter. You locked her away. What does that even mean? Silence, then Clara, softer, we protected the world from her madness. You've undone it. Before I can push, there's a crash, glass, wood, something heavy, down the hall. Lily yelps, and I'm moving, dragging her toward the sound because I'm dumb like that. The hum's louder now, guiding me like a twisted GPS. We stumble into the foyer, where the chandelier's swinging wild, no wind, just menace. My flashlight's dead, but moonlight's creeping through the windows, turning everything silver and sharp. There's a figure by the stairs, Jake Moran, axe in hand, staring at the floor like it's betrayed him. Jake. I shout, relief mixing with suspicion. What's going on? He looks up, eyes dark, like he's somewhere else. Taylor. You didn't listen, did you? Listen to what? I step closer, Lily hanging back. You told me about Eleanor's finale, but you're holding out. Spill it. He laughs, bitter, and drops the axe. It clangs, too loud. My family's tied to this place. My great whatever, he worked for her. Helped her write that damn song. When it went wrong, he paid for it. Paid how? I ask, but the hum spikes, and Jake sways, like it's pulling him under. Blood, he says, voice rough. Always blood. Lily's whispering we should go, but I'm not leaving without answers. Jake, where's the finale? Thomas hid it. You know this manor. Help me find it. He shakes his head, backing up. You don't get it, Taylor. It's not hidden. It's waiting. Then he bolts out into the rain, leaving me with a sinking feeling he's not just scared, he's guilty. The manor's groaning now, like it's pissed we're still here. I turn to Lily. We're finding that score. Tonight. She's not thrilled, but she nods, and we head for the basement, because if Thomas hid something, it's in the creepiest place possible. The stairs are slick, smelling like mold and metal, and the hum's so loud it's in my teeth. At the bottom, it's a maze of crates, barrels, and cobwebs that look like they've got their own government. My flashlight's useless, but Lily's got a lighter, and we're picking through junk when I spot it, a trunk old as dirt, with initials carved, T.W. Thomas Witherby. I kneel, prying it open, and there's sheet music, brittle and stained, covered in Eleanor's handwriting. Not fragments this time, pages, maybe half the finale, chords twisting like they're alive. I trace them, humming, and the hum answers, shaking the walls. Lily's freaking, but I'm caught, because it's beautiful, even if it's wrong. Taylor, stop. Lily grabs me, but it's too late. The music's in my head, and I see her, Eleanor, clear as day, standing by the trunk. She's not singing now. She's pointing at a corner where the shadows are too thick. I stumble toward it, and there's a crack in the wall, leaking cold air. I reach in, stupidly, and pull out a violin bow, snapped in half, stained dark. Blood, maybe. Or ink. I don't know. Then Jake's back, soaking wet, eyes wild. He grabs my arm, hard. What did you do? He hisses, seeing the score, the bow. You're calling it. Calling what? I yell, yanking free, but he's not listening. He's muttering, words I don't catch, old and sharp, like a prayer gone bad. The hum turns brutal, and Jake drops, clutching his head, blood trickling from his nose. Lily screams, and I'm trying to shake him awake, but his eyes roll back, and he's gone, limp as a rag doll. Jake. Wake up. I'm slapping his face, panic clawing me, but he's out, and the manor's shaking, dirt raining from the ceiling. I see her again, Eleanor, in the corner, her face sad, like she's sorry. Then the shadows move, not her, something else, tall and jagged, reaching for the score in my hand. I scramble back, grabbing Lily, dragging Jake's dead weight. We're halfway up the stairs when the basement door slams shut, locking us in. The hum's a roar now, and Eleanor's voice cuts through, not singing, not laughing, but whispering one word, over and over, mine. The score's still in my hand, burning like it's trying to claim me, and I'm starting to think Jake wasn't lying. Eleanor's finale isn't just music. It's a trap. Thank you for listening to this incredible story. Our team would really appreciate it if you give us a like and comment. Your opinion is very important to us. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. See you soon. Episode 8, The Historian's Motive. Okay, I'm Taylor Swift, stuck in the basement of Witherby Manor, my pulse hammering like a bad drum solo. The air's damp and sour, like something died down here a long time ago, and Eleanor Grayson's half-finished finale is clutched in my hand, its pages practically pulsing. Jake Moran's out cold on the floor, blood smeared under his nose, muttering nonsense in a voice that's not his. Lily Hart's shaking next to me, her lighter flickering like it's scared too, and the basement door just slammed shut, trapping us with that hum, Eleanor's hum, that's roaring now, shaking the walls like the manor's about to eat us alive. She's here, whispering mine over and over, and I'm pretty sure she's not talking about the weather. The shadows are moving, too, not just shadows but something, reaching for the score like it's their last meal. Lily, help me with Jake, I snap, dropping to my knees, trying to haul him up. He's heavy, limp, like his soul's checked out. My flashlight's dead, and Lily's lighter's barely keeping the dark at bay. Taylor, we can't stay here, she hisses, voice cracking. That thing, it's coming. No shit, I mutter, but I'm not leaving Jake. I shake him, hard. Jake, come on, wake up. His eyes flutter, and he groans, which is better than nothing. Lily grabs his other arm, and we drag him toward the stairs, the hum clawing at my skull. The score's still in my hand, and it's hot, like it's pissed I'm holding it. I'm halfway up when the shadows lunge, cold and sharp, brushing my arm. I yelp, dropping the score, and it hits the floor, pages scattering like scared birds. No. I dive for it, because losing that feels like losing Eleanor, and I'm not ready to let her go. Lily's screaming at me to run, but I'm scrambling, grabbing sheets, stuffing them in my jacket. The shadows are thicker now, forming a shape, tall, jagged, with eyes like oil slicks. It's not Eleanor. It's something worse, and it wants the music bad. The door groans, like the manor's changing its mind, and I'm hauling Jake with Lily, kicking it open. We stumble into the foyer, rain pounding outside, the chandelier swaying like it's drunk. Jake's coming around, coughing, muttering about blood and strings. I'm shaking, the score burning a hole in my jacket, and Lily's looking at me like I'm the one who's haunted. Taylor, what was that? She demands, her lighter finally out, leaving us in moonlight. I don't know, I say, catching my breath. But Eleanor's finale, it's alive. And something else wants it. Jake groans, sitting up, eyes glassy. Told you, he rasps. It's not just her. Never was. I'm about to grill him when I hear footsteps, Clara and Emma, gliding in like they own the night. Their twin stares hit me like a slap, and Clara's voice is ice. Miss Swift, you've gone too far. Too far? I snap, standing, the score heavy in my jacket. You trapped Eleanor. Her music, her soul, whatever, your family did this. Emma's lips thin. We protected her legacy. You've unleashed it. I'm done with their riddles. Where's the rest of the finale? Thomas hid it. Tell me, or I'm burning this place down. They don't flinch, but Lily steps forward, voice sharp. Taylor, stop. They're right. That music's dangerous. I know why. I turn, slow, because her tone's off, like she's been holding out. What do you mean, you know? Lily hesitates, glancing at the sisters, then at me. I've been chasing Eleanor's work for years. Her finale, it's not just music. It's power. Fame, immortality, whatever you want. But it costs. I came here to find it, Taylor. For me. My stomach drops. You used me? This whole helpful historian act was what, a scam? Not a scam, she says, too fast. I wanted to help, but I need that score. I'm sorry. Before I can react, she lunges, snatching a page from my jacket and bolting for the door. The rain's a wall, swallowing her as she runs into the moors. Lily. I shout, but she's gone, and the sisters are just standing there, like they saw it coming. Jake's on his feet now, shaky, but he grabs my arm. Let her go, he says. She's done for. I yank free, pissed. No. That page is Eleanor's. I'm getting it back. I'm out the door before anyone can stop me, rain soaking me instantly, the moor's a mess of mud and fog. The hum's quieter out here, but it's still there, weaving through the wind like a warning. I'm running blind, flashlight useless, calling Lily's name, but the moors are empty, just whispers of grass and something heavier, like footsteps trailing me. I find her by a twisted tree, crumpled in the mud, the page gone. Her glasses are cracked, her face pale, and she's muttering, "It took it, it took it." I kneel, shaking her. Lily, what happened? Where's the score? Her eyes focus, wild. It wasn't me, Taylor. It made me run. It's here. She points at nothing, but I feel it, a weight in the air, like eyes boring into me. The hum spikes, and I see it, a shadow, not the basement one, but close, slinking through the fog. It's got the page, I know it, and it's laughing, low and cruel. I drag Lily up, my jacket heavy with the rest of the score. We're going back, I say, but she's limp, like whatever took the page took her fight too. The manor looms ahead, lights flickering, and I'm hauling her inside when I see Clara at the door, holding something, a knife, small but sharp. Miss Swift, she says, voice flat. You should have listened. I freeze, Lily sagging against me, the hum building like a storm. The shadow's still out there, I feel it, and now Clara's got a blade, and I'm wondering if Eleanor's the only thing I should be scared of. The score in my jacket feels like a bomb, and I'm not sure who's lighting the fuse. Then Emma steps forward, her hand on Clara's arm, and whispers, "Not yet." The knife lowers, but their eyes don't leave me, and I'm stuck, caught between the manor and whatever's waiting in the fog. Episode 9, The Melody's Hunger. Right, so I'm Taylor Swift, standing in the doorway of Witherby Manor, rain soaking my clothes, with Lily Hart slumped against me like she's forgotten how to stand. The fog's thick outside, curling like it's got secrets, and that hum, Eleanor Grayson's hum, is back, twisting through the air like a snake. Clara Witherby's holding a knife, her eyes cold as the blade, until Emma stops her with a whisper, and now they're both staring at me like I'm the problem. The score, Eleanor's half-finished finale, is stuffed in my jacket, heavy as guilt, and I know that Shadow in the moors took the page Lily stole. It's out there, watching, and I'm caught between a creepy twin with a knife and whatever that thing is. My head's screaming to run, but my gut says the answers are here, and I'm too stubborn to quit. Lily, come on, I mutter, shaking her. She's shivering, muttering about something taking the page, her glasses cracked and useless. I drag her inside, past the sisters, who don't move, just watch like statues. The foyer's dim, the chandelier barely flickering, and the hum's louder now, vibrating in my chest like it's trying to rewrite my heartbeat. Miss Swift, Clara says, voice sharp. You've brought trouble. Again. Yeah, well, trouble found me, I snap, easing Lily onto a chair. What was that out there? And don't give me more riddles. Emma's eyes narrow. You know what? Eleanor's song. It calls what should not answer. I'm about to argue when Lily grabs my hand, weak but urgent. Taylor, it wasn't just a shadow. It spoke. Said it needs the rest. Her voice cracks, and I feel it too, the score in my jacket, like it's pulling me toward the music room. I'm done waiting for permission. Stay here, I tell Lily, ignoring her protests. The sisters don't stop me as I head for the hidden stairs, flashlight in one hand, the score in the other. The hum's guiding me, and I hate it, but it's like Eleanor's begging me to finish what she started. The music room's darker than ever, the violin on its pedestal glinting like it's waiting. I don't touch it. Instead, I spread the score on the floor, pages trembling in my hands, and hum the melody, soft, testing it. Big mistake. The air twists, heavy, like I'm underwater. The hum roars, and Eleanor's there, clearer than before, standing by the harpsichord. Her dress is frayed, her eyes desperate, and she's singing, wordless, her voice weaving into the strings. Taylor, she whispers, not out loud but in my head. Free me. Finish it. I'm caught, humming louder, and the room spins. I'm her again, Eleanor, in 1873, my hands, her hands, bleeding as I play, the violin screaming. There's a crowd, faces blurred, gasping, crying, some clawing at their ears. Thomas is there, his storm eyes furious, shouting, "Stop, you'll kill us all." I don't. The music's too strong, pulling me under, and I see it, a shape in the shadows, not human, feeding on the sound. It's hungry, and I'm giving it everything. Then pain, sharp, in my chest, and the world goes black. I'm back, gasping, on my knees, the score scattered. The violin's humming louder, and I'm shaking, because that wasn't just a vision. It was a warning. Eleanor didn't just vanish, something took her, and it's still here. I grabbed the pages, but one stuck to the floor, like the manners claiming it. I tug, hard, and the pedestal wobbles, the violin teetering. I catch it, stupidly, and the strings bite my fingers, drawing blood. Footsteps behind me. I spin, expecting the sisters, but it's Marcus Webb, that damn journalist, his camera dangling like a weapon. Taylor, he says, smirking despite the dark. Knew you'd be here. What the hell, Marcus? I snap, hiding my bloody hand. You ran off. Now you're back? Couldn't stay away, he says, stepping closer. This place is a story. And you're the star. His eyes flick to the violin, then the score. What's that? Nothing you need, I say, stuffing the pages in my jacket. But he's too close, and the hum's spiking, like it's happy he's here. You heard it last time. Why come back? He shrugs, too casual. I've been recording. The manners noises, strings, whispers, screams. Caught something last night. Voices. Not yours. He pulls out his phone, plays a clip. It's faint, but clear, a woman, not Eleanor, chanting in a language I don't know, over the hum. My skin crawls. Who's that? I ask, but he's grinning now, like he's got me hooked. Figured you'd know, he says. You're the one waking things up. I'm about to snap back when the room shakes, dust raining from the ceiling. The hum turns brutal, and Eleanor's back, not by the harpsichord but right behind Marcus, her hands reaching. He doesn't see her, but I do, and I'm yelling, move, too late. The violin screams, a note so high it hurts, and Marcus stumbles, clutching his ears. Eleanor's gone, but the shadows are moving, that same jagged thing from the moors, slinking toward the score. I grab Marcus, dragging him to the stairs, but he's fighting me, muttering, it's mine, it's mine. Like Lily out there. Like Eleanor in my head. We're halfway up when I see it, a staircase, hidden behind a panel, leading down, not up. The hum's coming from there, stronger, like it's calling me home. I hesitate, because every horror movie says don't go deeper, but the score's burning, and Eleanor's voice is in my skull, begging. Taylor, don't, Marcus says, snapping out of it, his face pale. That's where it lives. I'm staring at the stairs, the dark swallowing my flashlight's beam, and I see myself, not a vision, but my reflection, in a puddle on the floor. Except it's not me. It's me playing the violin, my eyes black, my smile wrong. The hum laughs, and the reflection reaches out, fingers breaking the water's surface. I stumble back, Marcus pulling me, and the panel slams shut, cutting off the stairs. The hum quiets, but it's still there, waiting. Marcus is panting, his camera cracked on the floor, and I'm holding the score so tight it's tearing. We need to burn it, he says, voice raw. Before it takes you. But I'm not sure it's the score I'm scared of anymore. It's me, and what I'm becoming. Episode 10, The Lover's Name. Here I am, Taylor Swift, standing in the hidden music room of Witherby Manor, my hands shaking around Eleanor Grayson's tattered score, the paper feeling like it's got a pulse. Marcus Webb's next to me, his cracked camera at his feet, his face pale like he just saw his own obituary. That hum, the one that's been chasing me since I played that damn violin, is quiet now, but it's not gone, just crouching in the walls like a predator. The panel to that creepy downstairs staircase just slammed shut, cutting off my reflection, the one that wasn't me, with black eyes and a smile that made my skin crawl. Eleanor's voice is still echoing in my head, begging me to finish her song, but Marcus is right about one thing, this music's not just dangerous. It's hungry, and I'm starting to think it's got its teeth in me. Marcus, we're not burning anything, I say, stuffing the score back in my jacket. My voice is steadier than I feel, which is a miracle, because my heart's doing cartwheels. This is Eleanor's. I'm not giving up on her. He grabs my arm, not hard, but desperate. Taylor, you saw that thing. It's not just her. You keep playing, it'll take you too. I yank free, glaring. Then help me figure it out, instead of playing ghost hunter. What did your recording catch? That voice, it wasn't Eleanor. He hesitates, like he's weighing whether to bolt, then pulls out his phone again. It's old, he says, scrolling. Some dialect, maybe Latin. I sent it to a guy I know, linguist. He said it's a summoning, tied to music. Like a ritual. My stomach twists. Summoning what? Marcus shrugs, but his eyes are dark. Something that likes strings. And blood. I'm about to snap at him for being vague when the hum kicks up, soft but sharp, like a warning shot. The violin's still on its pedestal, strings glinting like they're daring me to touch them. I don't. Instead, I head for the stairs, Marcus trailing like a bad idea. We hit the foyer, where the chandelier's still, but the air's heavy, like the manor's holding its breath. Lily's gone from the chair, probably ran back to the village, and the sisters are nowhere, which is worse. I need answers, and I'm done with shadows and riddles. My room's the only safe spot, or as safe as this place gets. I lock the door, spread the score on the bed, and start piecing it together. The pages are a mess, chords and numbers tangled like a code, but I'm close to cracking it. There's a name scratched in the margin, faint but clear, Thomas Witherby. Eleanor's lover, the guy who betrayed her. My dream, her memory, flashes back, his voice, begging her to stop, his hands too tight on her wrist. I hum the melody, soft, and the locket in my pocket warms, like it's listening. Marcus is pacing, muttering about getting out, but I'm focused. The score's telling a story, and Thomas is the villain. I'm about to tell Marcus when there's a knock, slow, heavy, like it's not asking permission. I freeze, but Marcus opens the door before I can stop him. It's Clara and Emma, their twin faces blank, like they've been carved from the manor itself. Miss Swift, Clara says, voice cold. You've found her song. No thanks to you, I say, standing, the score behind me. Thomas Witherby. He's the key, isn't he? What did he do to Eleanor? Emma's eyes flick to the bed, like she sees the pages through the blanket. Thomas loved her, she says, soft. But love breaks things. He tried to save her. Save her? I laugh, bitter. He hit her finale. Betrayed her. I saw it. Clara steps closer, too close. You saw what she wanted. Eleanor's music was poison. Thomas burned it to stop her. I'm shaking my head, because that's not right. The score's here, in my hands, not ash. Then why's it still calling me? I ask, and the hum answers, loud, rattling the windows. The sisters flinch, just a little, and I know they're scared too. Give it to us, Emma says, reaching out. Before it's too late. No way, I say, backing up. Marcus is quiet, too quiet, and I don't like it. You locked her away. I'm finishing this. The hum turns vicious, and the locket flies out of my pocket, hitting the floor. It flips open, Eleanor's portrait staring up, and I see her, really see her, standing by the window, her hands bleeding, violin in her arms. She's singing, and it's not beautiful. It's desperate, pulling me in. I'm humming before I can stop, the score's chords burning in my mind, and the room shifts. I'm Eleanor, 1873, in the music room, Thomas screaming at me to stop. The crowd's gone, it's just us, and the violin's alive, strings cutting my fingers. You'll ruin us, he says, grabbing the bow, snapping it. I laugh, because he doesn't understand, it's not mine anymore. The shadow's here, feeding, growing, and I'm giving it everything. Then his hands on my throat, not to kill, but to silence, and I fall, the music stopping, the world fading. I'm back, gasping, Marcus shaking me. Taylor, snap out of it, he yells, but the sisters are gone, and the manor's shaking, walls cracking like they're angry. The score's scattered, and Eleanor's still by the window, pointing at me, her mouth forming one word, finish. I grab the pages, my hands steady now, because I get it, Thomas didn't just betray her. He killed her, or tried to stop the music. But it's not done. I'm running, Marcus shouting, down to the music room, because I need to play it, to see what she saw. The violin's waiting, strings humming like they're starving. I lift it, bow shaking, and play the first note. The manor screams, wood, glass, everything, and Eleanor's there, not a ghost but something worse, her hands guiding mine. The shadow's back, towering, its eyes locked on the score. Marcus is yelling, but I'm lost, the music pulling me under, and I see Thomas's face, not angry now, but terrified, falling with me into the dark. Then the chandelier crashes, pinning me to the floor, and Eleanor laughs, her voice in my head, saying, "You're mine now." Episode 11, The Journalist's Truth. So, I'm Taylor Swift, pinned under a chandelier in the music room of Witherby Manor, the air thick with dust and the sharp tang of metal. Eleanor Grayson's score is somewhere in the wreckage, and my head spinning, her laugh still ringing in my ears, saying, "You're mine now." The violin's a few feet away, strings glinting like they're mocking me, and that hum, it's not just a hum anymore, it's a pulse, shaking the floor like the manor's alive. Marcus Webb's yelling my name, his voice cutting through the haze, and I'm trying to move, but my legs caught, pain shooting up like a warning. The shadow's here too, that jagged thing with oil-slick eyes, hovering near the score, like it's guarding its prize. I'm not sure what's worse, Eleanor's grip on my soul or the fact I'm starting to think I deserve it. "Taylor, hold on." Marcus shouts, scrambling over debris. He's a mess, jacket torn, face smudged with dirt, but he's shoving at the chandelier, grunting like it's personal. "Don't move, you're bleeding." "Great," I mutter, wincing as he lifts the frame just enough for me to slide out. My leg's screaming, but it's not broken, just bruised and cut. I'm on my knees, grabbing the violin because I'm an idiot, when Marcus pulls me back. "Are you nuts?" he snaps, eyes wild. "That thing's gonna kill you." "Maybe," I say, clutching the violin anyway. But Eleanor's trapped, and I'm her way out. I spot the score, half buried under glass, and lunge for it, ignoring Marcus's curses. The shadow hisses, low and mean, but it doesn't move, like it's waiting for me to screw up. Marcus grabs my arm, hard. Taylor, listen. I've been chasing stories like this for years, cursed music, haunted places. That score? It's not just Eleanor's. It's a door. And you're opening it. I yank free, glaring. Then why were you here, Marcus? For a headline? Or something else? He hesitates, and I see it, guilt, raw and ugly. Not just a headline, he says, voice low. My sister, she was like you. Found a song, old, in Ireland. Played it. Didn't stop. It took her, Taylor. I hear her sometimes, in places like this. I'm trying to save you. My throat tightens, because I believe him, and that makes it worse. I'm sorry, I say, softer. But Eleanor's not your sister. She needs me. He shakes his head, but he's done fighting, at least for now. The hum's building, and I'm scanning the score, its chords twisting like a map. There's a note in the margin, not Eleanor's writing, the heart is below. I freeze, remembering the hidden staircase, the one my reflection tried to pull me into. That's where the finale is. I know it. We need to go deeper, I say, standing, my leg throbbing but holding. Marcus looks like he wants to bolt, but he nods, grabbing his cracked camera like it's a lifeline. The panel's still there, behind the harpsichord, and it opens with a groan, like the manor's reluctant. The stairs are stone, slick with damp, smelling like earth and something sour. The hum's louder here, guiding us down, and Marcus's flashlight is flickering, like it's scared too. At the bottom, it's a chamber, not a basement but something older, walls carved with vines and strings, like a shrine to music gone wrong. There's a piano, ancient, its keys yellowed, and on it, a single page, Eleanor's final note, the missing piece of the score. I reach for it, but Marcus grabs my wrist. Taylor, don't. You play that, it's over. I pull free, slower this time. I have to. For her. My fingers brush the page, and the hum spikes, the room shaking. Eleanor's there, not a ghost but a presence, her hands on the piano, playing silent chords. I see her death, Thomas, his hands on her throat, not to kill but to stop her, the shadow feeding as she fell, the music unfinished. She's trapped because of him, because he loved her too much to let her go. I'm humming, the final note weaving with the score, and the piano plays itself, keys slamming. Marcus is yelling, but I'm lost, the music pulling me in. The shadow's growing, filling the room, and I see it now, it's not just a thing. It's what Eleanor woke, what Thomas feared. It's hunger, pure and old, and I'm feeding it. The page catches fire, not real fire but something worse, blue and cold, and Marcus's camera sparks, flames licking his hands. He screams, dropping it, and I'm trying to stop, but the music's got me, Eleanor's voice in my head, saying, "Finish it, Taylor." I'm playing the violin now, don't even remember picking it up, and the shadow's laughing, its eyes on me. Marcus tackles me, breaking the bow, and the music stops, the shadow shrinking but not gone. We're panting, the piano silent, the page ash on the floor. But there's a door now, stone, carved with Eleanor's initials, and it's open, leading to a crypt. I stumble toward it, Marcus behind me, and there she is, Eleanor's body, skeletal, clutching a violin, her dress crumbling like paper. "Taylor," Marcus whispers, voice raw. "That's not her anymore." I know he's right, but I'm staring at her, at the violin, and the hum's back, soft, like a lullaby. The crypt door groans, starting to close, and I'm stuck, because Eleanor's still singing, and I'm not sure if I'm saving her or damning us both. Then Marcus screams my name, not in fear but in pain, and I turn to see his hands burning, blue flames licking up his arms, the shadow's eyes gleaming behind him. Episode 12, The Sisters Pact. All right, I'm Taylor Swift, standing in a stone crypt beneath Witherby Manor, staring at Eleanor Grayson's skeleton, her bony hands clutching a violin like it's her last lifeline. The air's cold, smelling like dirt and decay, and the hum, that cursed hum, is soft now, almost sweet, but I'm not fooled. Marcus Webb's screaming behind me, blue flames licking up his arms, not natural fire but something worse, tied to the shadow that's been stalking us. Its eyes are glowing, oil-slick and hungry, and the crypt doors creaking shut, like the manor wants us buried with Eleanor. The score's gone, burned to ash with that final note, but I'm still holding the violin, and my head's screaming that I've gone too far. Eleanor's voice is in my skull, whispering finish it, but Marcus's pain is real, and I'm not letting him burn for her song. Marcus, hold on. I yell, dropping the violin and lunging for him. The flames aren't hot, they're cold, sucking the warmth from my hands as I grab his wrists, trying to pull him free. He's thrashing, eyes wild, muttering, it's her, like he sees something I don't. The shadow's closer, its shape twisting, not just a thing but a want, reaching for us both. Taylor, run, he gasps, but I'm not leaving him. I kick at the shadow, stupid, yeah, but panic's driving, and it hisses, recoiling just enough. The flames flicker, and I drag Marcus toward the crypt door, my leg still throbbing from the chandelier crash. The door's heavy, grinding against stone, but I shove it open, and we stumble into the chamber with the carved walls, the piano silent now, its keys dark with something that looks like blood. The shadow doesn't follow, but the hum's back, weaving through the air like it's taunting me. Marcus is panting, his arms red but not burned, the flames gone like they were never real. What was that? He croaks, slumping against the wall. I don't know, I say, catching my breath. But Eleanor's not alone down here. I'm thinking of Thomas Witherby, her lover, the guy who tried to stop her and maybe killed her. That shadow, it's tied to him, to what he did. I'm about to say it when footsteps echo, slow and deliberate, coming down the stairs. It's Clara and Emma Witherby, their twin faces pale in the flickering light of a lantern Clara's holding. They don't look surprised to find us here, which pisses me off more than it scares me. Miss Swift, Emma says, voice smooth as glass. You've seen her now. Yeah, and I'm done with your secrets, I snap, standing, Marcus still shaky beside me. Eleanor's dead, trapped because of your family. Thomas killed her, didn't he? And you've been covering it up. Clara's eyes narrow, but she doesn't deny it. Thomas loved her, she says, like that explains everything. Her music was madness. It called something else. He had no choice. No choice? I laugh, bitter. He choked her out. I saw it, her memories, her death. You locked her away to save your precious manor. Emma steps forward, her shadow stretching too long. Not the manor. The world. Eleanor's song opened a door. We sealed it, with her, to keep it shut. Marcus coughs, finding his voice. Sealed it how? She's still here, messing with us. Clara's gaze flicks to him, cold. Blood binds her. Our family's blood. We've paid for centuries, keeping her silent. I'm shaking, because this is worse than I thought. Paid how? I ask, but I already know Jake's nosebleed, his muttering, his family's tie to this place. They're part of it, cursed like Eleanor. Emma's voice drops, almost a whisper. You've played her song, Miss Swift. The doors open again. The hum spikes, and I feel it, Eleanor, not in the crypt but here, her presence heavy, pulling at me. I'm about to demand more when Marcus grabs my arm, pointing at the piano. It's playing, soft, a single note repeating, like a heartbeat. The sisters freeze, and Clara's lantern flickers, casting their faces in sharp relief. They're scared, and that scares me more than anything. I pull out Eleanor's journal, the one I've been carrying since the library, and flip to the coded melody. There's a ritual sketched in the margins, half erased, words like bind and release circling a chord. This, I say, holding it up. She wrote a way to end it. To free her. Clara lunges, faster than I expect, grabbing the journal. No, she hisses, but the hum turns brutal, and she stumbles, clutching her chest. Emma catches her, and for a second, I see it, Clara's eyes, not hers, but Eleanor's, wide and desperate. Give it back, I say, stepping forward, but Emma's shaking her head, tears in her eyes. You don't understand, she says. It's too late. She's in you now. The piano's louder, chords crashing, and I'm humming, can't stop, the ritual's melody weaving with the hum. Marcus is yelling, but I'm caught, seeing Eleanor's death again, Thomas's hands, her laugh, the shadow feeding. The journal falls, and I grab it, tearing the ritual page free. I'm reading, chanting, the words old and sharp, and Clara screams, not pain but rage, her voice not hers anymore. Stop, she roars, and it's Eleanor, clear as day, her face twisting Clara's. The lantern shatters, plunging us into dark, and the piano's gone wild, keys slamming like a storm. I'm chanting faster, the ritual burning my throat, and the shadows back, not in the crypt but here, wrapping around Clara like a cloak. Marcus pulls me back, but I'm not stopping. I tear the page, instinct driving me, and burn it with Lily's lighter, still in my pocket. The flames are blue, cold, and Clara collapses, Emma catching her, sobbing. The shadow shrieks, fading, and the hum quiets, but not gone. Clara's breathing, herself again, but Emma's staring at me, her eyes not right. You've broken it, she whispers, and I'm not sure if she means the ritual or something worse. I'm clutching the journal, Marcus panting beside me, when I see it, a mirror on the wall, cracked but clear. My reflection's there, but it's wrong. My eyes are Eleanor's, dark and endless, and my hands are bleeding, strings wrapped around them like chains. The manor groans, and I'm not sure if I've freed her or let something else in. Episode 13, The Groundskeeper's Blood. Okay, I'm Taylor Swift, standing in this creepy chamber beneath Witherby Manor, my hands shaking around Eleanor Grayson's journal, the burned scraps of her ritual page still smoldering at my feet. The air's thick with the smell of cold flame and something older, like grief soaked into the stones. Clara Witherby's slumped against Emma, both of them pale, their twin eyes locked on me like I've just kicked over their entire world. Marcus Webb's next to me, breathing hard, his arms still red from that unnatural fire, and the mirror on the wall is showing me with Eleanor's eyes, dark, endless, not mine. The hum's quiet, but it's not gone, just waiting, and I'm starting to think burning that page didn't free Eleanor. It might have made things worse. The manor's groaning, low and angry, and I'm caught, because I don't know if I'm saving her or screwing myself. Taylor, Marcus says, voice rough. We need to get out. Now. I shake my head, because running feels like giving up. Not yet. Emma said I broke it. I need to know what. My reflection's still wrong, and I turn away, focusing on Clara, who's stirring, her face her own again but haunted. You tore the bond, Clara whispers, struggling to sit. Her hold on us. But not on you. What bond? I snap, stepping closer. You said your family paid in blood. What does that mean? Emma's voice is soft, broken. Our blood kept her silent. Our family's pact, since Thomas. You've undone it, Miss Swift. She's free to claim you. My stomach drops, because claim sounds way too final. I'm about to demand more when the chamber shakes, dirt raining from the ceiling. The hum spikes, and I hear footsteps, fast, heavy, coming down the stairs. It's Jake Moran, soaking wet, his flannel torn, eyes wild like he's been running from hell itself. Taylor, he shouts, grabbing my arm. What did you do? The manor's falling apart. Me? I yank free, pissed. You've been dodging since day one, Jake. Your family's tied to this, blood, curses, all of it. Start talking. He hesitates, glancing at the sisters, then at the mirror, where my reflection's still not right. My blood, he says, low. My line worked for Eleanor. Helped her write that song. When it went wrong, we paid. Every generation, keeping her locked. Locked how? I ask, but the hum's building, and Jake's face twists, like he's fighting something inside. Blood, he says again, and I see it, his nose is bleeding, slow, like when he collapsed in the basement. It's in me. In you, now. I'm reeling, because in me is not what I signed up for. The ritual, I say, piecing it together. I burned it, broke the pact. So why's she still here? Jake's eyes darken. You didn't free her. You woke her up. The manor shakes again, harder, and water's seeping in, pooling on the floor, cold and black. The hum's a roar, and I'm clutching the journal, its pages wet, Eleanor's writing smearing. I need to finish this, to end her song, but I don't know how. Jake, the ritual, there's more, right? A way to stop her? He nods, reluctant. Blood and music. Same as it started. But it's gotta be you and me, Taylor. Our lines, together. Marcus steps in, voice sharp. No way. She's not dying for this. There's another way. There isn't, Emma says, helping Clara stand. The manor demands balance. Blood for blood. I'm sick of their cryptic bullshit. Fine, I say, grabbing Jake's arm. Show me. Now. He leads us up, the water rising, lapping at our ankles. The foyer's a mess, windows cracked, the chandelier swinging like it's alive. Jake pulls me to the music room, Marcus and the sisters trailing, their faces grim. Inside, the violin's on its pedestal, strings gleaming like they're laughing. Jake grabs it, hands shaking, and hands me the bow. Play, he says. The ritual's in the melody. I'll sing the words. Sing? I ask, because that's new, but the water's at our knees now, and the hum's deafening. I lift the violin, my leg aching, my head spinning with Eleanor's eyes in that mirror. The first note's sharp, cutting through the flood, and Jake's voice joins, low and old, words I don't know but feel, like they're carved in my bones. The room shifts, the water swirling, and Eleanor's there, not a ghost but a force, her hands guiding mine. I'm playing faster, Jake's voice cracking, blood dripping from his nose, his hands. The shadow's back, not the jagged thing but Thomas Witherby, clear now, tall, storm-eyed, his face twisted with guilt. Taylor, he says, not out loud but in my head. You've stolen her. Give her back. I'm shaking, but I keep playing, because stopping feels like death. The water's rising, the manor's screaming, and Jake's voice falters, his eyes rolling back. Jake, stay with me. I yell, but he's slipping, blood pooling in the water, red against black. Marcus grabs him, shouting, Taylor, stop. You're killing him. But Emma's voice cuts through, cold, it's the price. I'm caught, the music pulling me under, and Thomas is closer, his hands reaching, not for me but for Eleanor, who's laughing now, her voice in the strings. The ritual's working, I feel it, a tearing, like something's breaking free, but Jake's gone, sinking under the water, his blood clouding everything. I drop the bow, the music stopping, and the shadow, Thomas, screams, fading into the flood. The hum quiets, but the water's still rising, and Eleanor's not here, not anymore. Marcus is dragging Jake up, but he's limp, too still, and I'm staring at the violin, floating now, its strings humming my name. Then I hear it, and my own voice, not Eleanor's, singing from the water, soft and wrong, like I'm already gone. Episode 14, The Historian's Return. So, I'm Taylor Swift, knee-deep in black water in the music room of Witherby Manor, my heart slamming like it's trying to break free. The violin's floating in front of me, its strings humming my name, and my own voice, wrong, twisted, is singing from the flood, like I'm already part of this place. Jake Moran's limp in Marcus Webb's arms, blood clouding the water, his face too pale, too still. Clara and Emma Witherby are watching from the doorway, their twin eyes cold, like they've seen this story end before. Eleanor Grayson's presence is gone, but not gone enough, and that shadow, Thomas Witherby, screamed when I stopped playing, fading into the dark. The manor's groaning, walls cracking, and I'm shaking, because I thought the ritual would free her, not drown us all. My hands are empty, no score, no journal, just the violin's hum, pulling like a tide. Marcus, is he breathing? I yell, wading toward them, my leg throbbing from the chandelier crash. The water's cold, biting like it's alive. Barely, Marcus grunts, hauling Jake higher. Taylor, we gotta move. This place is coming down. He's right, the ceiling's raining plaster, and the hum's shifting, not music now but a growl. I grab the violin, because leaving it feels worse than keeping it, and we're slogging toward the stairs, Clara and Emma stepping aside like they're done interfering. The foyer's a wreck, windows shattered, the chandelier swinging like a noose. We're halfway to the door when I hear it, footsteps, not ours, splashing behind us. I spin, and there's Lily Hart, soaked to the bone, her cracked glasses glinting in the moonlight. She's holding a page, crumpled and wet, Eleanor's missing score, the one that Shadow took in the moors. Her face is wrong, too sharp, like she's not entirely herself. Lily? I say, slowing, the violin heavy in my hand. Where'd you get that? She smiles, and it's not her smile. Found it, Taylor. It called me back. Her voice is off, layered, like someone speaking through her. The hum spikes, and I know she's not here for me. She's here for Eleanor. Marcus curses, shifting Jake's weight. Taylor, don't trust her. She's gone. But I'm staring at the page, because it's the finale, the real one, chords I've felt in my bones since I first played that violin. Lily, give it to me, I say, stepping closer, water swirling around my knees. We can end this. Her eyes flash, not human, and she laughs, a sound that makes my skin crawl. End it? Oh, Taylor, it's just starting. She hums, the melody I've been chasing, and the water ripples, the violin answering, strings vibrating like they're alive. I'm caught, humming back, and Eleanor's there, not a ghost but a force, her hands guiding Lily's, their voices blending, mine, hers, Eleanor's, like we're one. Taylor, stop. Marcus yells, but I'm losing it, the music pulling me under. Lily's closer now, the page glowing, and I see it, her hand, not holding a pen but a knife, small and sharp, like Clara's. She lunges, not at me but at Marcus, the blade catching his arm. He drops Jake, cursing, blood mixing with the water, and I'm screaming, breaking the hum, grabbing her wrist. Lily, snap out of it. I yell, twisting the knife free. It hits the water, sinking, and she collapses, the page fluttering loose. I grab it, my hands shaking, and Eleanor's voice screams in my head, not words but rage, like I've betrayed her. The manor shakes, harder, and flames, real flames, not blue, lick up the walls, catching the curtains, the wood, like the place is done with us. Marcus is bleeding, but he's up, dragging Jake again. Taylor, move, he shouts, and I'm running, the score and violin clutched tight, Lily limp behind us. The sisters are gone, vanished like they knew this was coming, and the foyer's a furnace, smoke choking the air. We hit the door, bursting into the rain, the moors cold and endless. The manor's burning, light spilling across the fog, and I'm coughing, my legs screaming, the score wet but hole in my hand. I turn back, and Lily's standing, not running, just staring at the flames. Lily, come on. I yell, but she shakes her head, her smile soft now, almost herself. It's hers, she says, voice clear. Let it burn, Taylor. Then she walks into the fog, gone before I can stop her. Marcus is panting, Jake stirring, and I'm frozen, the violin humming softly, like it's pleased. The score's heavy, its chords calling, and I'm terrified, because I know Eleanor's not done. I see her in the flames, her face clear, not angry but sad, like she's waiting for me to choose. Taylor, Marcus says, voice raw. We need to go. Now. But I'm staring at the manor, the fire eating it alive, and I hear it, Eleanor's footsteps, not in the flames but behind me, in the moors, steady and close. The score's burning my hand, not with heat but with want, and I'm not sure if I'm running from her or toward her. Jake coughs, sitting up, his eyes meeting mine, blood still smudged on his face. "You've got it," he says, voice weak. "Finish it, or it finishes you." I nod, because he's right, but the footsteps are louder, and I'm clutching the violin, wondering if I've already lost. Episode 15, The Final Note. All right, I'm Taylor Swift, standing in the pouring rain outside Witherby Manor, the fire eating the place alive, its glow turning the moors into a fever dream. The violin's in my hand, humming like it's got a heartbeat, and Eleanor Grayson's final score is clutched against my chest, wet but whole, its chords burning through me like a promise. Marcus Webb's next to me, his arm bleeding, supporting Jake Moran, who's barely conscious, his face smeared with blood and mud. Lily Hart's gone, vanished into the fog after that knife stunt, and Clara and Emma Witherby are nowhere, probably ashes by now. The manor's collapsing, wood screaming, and Eleanor's footsteps are still behind me, not real but real enough, steady in the dark. I'm shaking, not from cold but from knowing this isn't over. The score's calling, and I'm either ending her story or becoming it. "Taylor, we gotta move," Marcus says, voice raw, rain streaking his face. "This place is done." Jake coughs, eyes half open. "She's right behind you," he mutters, like he sees her too. "Play it, Taylor. Or she'll never stop." I nod, because he's right, but my hands are frozen, the violin heavy as sin. The fire's spreading, licking the grass, and the hum's back, weaving through the rain like it's laughing. I turn, expecting Eleanor, but it's just fog, thick and sour, curling like it's alive. Her score feels alive too, its pages sticking to my skin, and I'm terrified, because playing it means facing her, really facing her, and I'm not sure I'll come out the other side. "Marcus, get Jake to the car," I say, my voice steadier than I feel. "I'm going back." "Are you insane?" Marcus grabs my arm, his cut dripping red. "The manor's a death trap." "I know," I say, pulling free. "But Eleanor's not out here. She's in there. I have to finish this." I don't wait for him to argue, just run, the violin and score clutched tight, my legs screaming from the old bruises. The manor's front door is gone, flames framing the foyer like a mouth, but I'm through, coughing on smoke, the hum guiding me back to the music room. It's a miracle the room's still standing, walls charred but holding, the harpsichord half melted, the skylight shattered. The pedestal's empty, my violin's in my hand, strings glinting like they're daring me. Eleanor's here, not a ghost but a weight, her presence thick as the smoke. I see her by the window, her dress fraying, her hands bleeding, and she's singing, soft, the melody I've been chasing since I got here. "Taylor," she whispers, in my head, not out loud. "You know the cost." I do. Jake's blood, Marcus's burns, Lily's betrayal, it's all her song, her hunger. But I see her death too, Thomas's hands, his fear, and I know she didn't mean it. She woke something, same as me, and it trapped her. I'm her last chance. I lift the violin, bow shaking, and spread the score on the floor, its pages glowing in the firelight. The chords are clear now, complete, a story of love and ruin. I play. The first note cuts through the smoke, sharp and clean, and the manor quiets, like it's listening. Eleanor's with me, her hands guiding, her voice weaving into the strings. The melody's not angry anymore, it's sad, heavy with everything she lost. I'm seeing her life, not just her death, her laughter, her music, Thomas's smile before it turned to fear. The shadow's here too, that jagged thing, but it's not reaching now, just watching, like it knows the end. The music builds, chords twisting, and I'm crying, because it's beautiful, even if it's killing me. The flames are closer, heat licking my skin, but I'm playing faster, Eleanor's voice louder, not begging but thanking. The shadow moves, not toward me but her, and I see it, Thomas, not the monster but the man, his face soft, reaching for her. She smiles, real, and the music peaks, a note so high it hurts, splitting the air. The manor screams, walls buckling, and I'm falling, the violin slipping, the score catching fire. Eleanor's gone, Thomas too, and the shadow's fading, its eyes dimming like stars at dawn. I'm crawling, smoke choking me, the melody still in my head, softer now, like a goodbye. The roof groans, and I'm out, stumbling through the foyer, flames everywhere, until I hit the moors, collapsing in the mud. I'm coughing, alive, the rain cold on my face. The violin's gone, lost in the fire, and the score's ash, but I feel her, Eleanor, lighter, like she's finally free. Marcus and Jake are there, the car's headlights cutting through the fog, and they're running toward me, shouting my name. Taylor, you okay? Marcus asks, pulling me up, his arm still bleeding but steady. I nod, too tired to talk, and Jake's awake, staring at the burning manor like it's a weight off his chest. You did it, he says, voice rough. She's gone. I'm not so sure. The hum's quiet, but I hear it, faint in the wind, and I'm wondering if I've paid enough. We pile into the car, the manor collapsing behind us, and I'm staring at the moors, expecting her footsteps, her face. Nothing. Just rain and silence. I wake up later, sprawled in the grass, the car gone, Marcus and Jake nowhere. The manor's a ruin, smoking but still standing, like it's mocking me. My hands are empty, but there's a violin beside me, not burned, strings gleaming like they're new. I'm alone, the fog thick, and I'm not sure if I'm free or if Eleanor's still playing me. Episode 16, The Silent Strings. So, I'm Taylor Swift, lying in the wet grass of the moors, the air heavy with smoke and rain. Witherby Manor's a smoldering wreck in the distance, its bones black against the dawn, like it's daring me to believe it's really gone. My hands are empty, bruised, still tingling from the violin I played, the one that burned with Eleanor Grayson's final note, the one I thought set her free. Except there's a violin beside me now, unburned, its strings glinting like they're whispering secrets. Marcus Webb and Jake Moran are gone, the car's nowhere, and I'm alone, the fog curling around me like it's got something to say. My head's fuzzy, like I've been dreaming, but Eleanor's melody is still there, soft in my chest, not hungry anymore but not quiet either. I'm wondering if I ended her story or just started mine. I sit up, mud sticking to my jeans, and grab the violin. It's too perfect, no scratches, no ash, like it followed me out of the fire. My fingers brush the strings, and they hum, low and warm, not the manor's cruel pulse but something else, her, maybe, or me. I don't play. Not yet. I'm too tired, too raw, and the moors are too empty, like the world's holding its breath. I stumble to my feet, my leg aching from the chandelier crash, and start walking, the violin tucked under my arm, because leaving it feels like leaving part of myself. The village is a blur when I get there, my rental car still parked by Lily Hart's bookshop. No sign of her, no sign of anyone, just a few locals staring like I'm a ghost. I don't blame them. My clothes are torn, my face smudged with soot, and I'm carrying a violin that shouldn't exist. I drive to the airport, the radio off because I can't handle noise, not when Eleanor's melody is still looping in my head. By nightfall, I'm on a plane back to America, the violin in its case beside me, humming faintly every time I close my eyes. I don't sleep. I keep seeing her, Eleanor, her bleeding hands, her sad smile, Thomas Witherby's guilt, the shadow's eyes. I keep hearing my own voice, singing from the water, like I left something behind. Back home, my apartment feels wrong, too clean, too quiet. The violin's on my table, and I'm avoiding it, writing instead, pouring everything into a song. Not for the charts, not for fans, but for her. It's called Silent Strings, all minor chords and longing, and when I sing it, my voice cracks, because it's her story, her love, her ruin, her fight. I'm crying by the end, not because I'm sad but because I feel her fading, like she's finally letting go. The violin doesn't hum while I sing, and for the first time in weeks, I think maybe I did it. Maybe she's free. But life's not that neat. I'm at a coffee shop a few days later, scrolling my phone, when I see it, a news clip, grainy, about Witherby Manor. The locals swear it's rebuilding itself, stone by stone, like the fire never happened. My stomach twists, because that's not possible, but I've seen too much to laugh it off. There's a photo, blurry, of the ruins, and in the corner, a shape, tall, shadowed, with eyes that burn. I drop my coffee, the cup shattering, and the barista's asking if I'm okay, but I'm not. I'm remembering Clara's warning, she's in you now. I'm home before I know it, tearing through my bag, because something's off. I find it at the bottom, a journal page, not mine, not Eleanor's old one, but new, crisp, with her handwriting, Taylor, the strings are never silent. My breath catches, because I burned everything, didn't I? The score, the ritual, the manner, it's gone. But the violin's on the table, humming again, soft and smug, and I'm staring at it, wondering if I carried her out with me. I don't play it. I can't. Instead, I lock it in a closet, telling myself it's over, but I'm lying. I dream that night, not of Eleanor but of me, standing in the music room, the manor whole again, my hands bleeding as I play. Thomas is there, not angry but sad, saying, "You chose her." I wake up screaming, the closet door open, the violin case on the floor, strings humming like they're laughing. I'm up at dawn, writing again, because it's all I've got. The song's different now, darker, with an edge I don't recognize. I record it, just me and a guitar, and when I play it back, there's a hum under my voice, faint but hers. I delete it, heart pounding, but the file's still there, like it's rooted in my phone. I'm not crazy, I check over and over, but it's real, and I'm starting to think Eleanor didn't leave. She's here, in the melody, in me. I'm at the studio a week later, laying down tracks, when my producer stops me. "Taylor, what's that?" he asks, pointing at the monitor. There's a track I didn't record, just strings, low and sad, weaving through my vocals. I laugh it off, say it's a glitch, but my hands are cold, because I know better. I'm driving home when I see it, a shadow in the rear view, not a car, not a person, just there. It's gone when I blink, but the violin's humming in the trunk, louder now, like it's calling me back. I'm not playing it. I won't. But I'm writing, every night, songs I don't remember starting, all strings and sorrow. I'm keeping the violin locked away, but the closet doors open every morning, and I'm hearing her, not in dreams but in the quiet, Eleanor, humming my name. I'm telling myself I won, that I freed her, but the moors are in my head, the manor's rebuilding, and I'm wondering if I'm still Taylor, or if I'm something else. The violin's on my table again, case open, strings gleaming like they're waiting. I'm staring at it, my fingers itching, and the hum's soft, almost kind, like it knows I'll play eventually. I'm not ready, not yet, but I'm writing, and the melody's hers, mine, ours, and I'm not sure where it ends. Or if it ever will. Thank you for listening to this incredible story. Our team would really appreciate it if you give us a like and comment. Your opinion is very important to us. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. See you soon.